Okay, so what I have here is a Craftsman convertible Weedeater. Now this one's been sitting for a while and the primer bulb has actually completely rotted away, so it definitely needs a carb rebuild. Now the first thing I'm going to do is open the gas cap a little bit just to make sure there isn't any residual pressure in there. Now I can go ahead and remove the fuel lines from the carburetor. And I'll go ahead and pop this air filter cover open. There's two mounting bolts in here that hold the carburetor on. And we'll pull the air filter box and the mounting bolts and carburetor all out. Undo it from the throttle linkage. And we'll just separate the carburetor from everything else. This particular carburetor is a Zama C1U-W19. It's found on a number of different engines and different brand equipment. Now I'm going to start with the primer bulb and fuel pump area of the carburetor. You can see the fuel pump diaphragm right there. There's another diaphragm right there. Let me set that aside for right now. We'll disassemble the needle valve area. I can remove this diaphragm, and you can see the needle valve assembly. Since I have a full rebuild kit, that's going to get replaced, so we'll go ahead and remove that too. Alright, now I got all the pieces I need removed from the carburetor body. Now I can go ahead and clean up the carb body. I got the carb body clean, so now what I'm going to do is just use some compressed air to clear out all the passages. Now there's a little check valve right here, and it has a very sensitive rubber piece in it, so you don't want to blow compressed air straight into there. Now I'm going to install the needle and its associated parts. So first I'm going to place the needle into position. Now what I'm going to do is take the spring with a pick and stick it right in there. I'm going to take the pivot and the lever and put those together and set those right on top of there. Okay, now I can put the screw in. Okay, now I'm going to put the gasket and diaphragm back on. And the gasket goes on first. You need to make sure it has the hole that will line up with this little passage. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the diaphragm over top of that. And then we can put the cover plate on and screw it down. And I'm going to flip it over, and right here is a little filter screen. I'm going to just take the pick, I'm just going to pull that filter screen out, Now I'm going to take the new filter screen and just place it into position. I'm going to press it down with a drill bit. Now I'm going to take this piece that I set aside earlier and just separate it and pull off the old gasket and diaphragm. Okay, now I'm going to put the new gasket and diaphragm into place the same way the old ones came off. I'm going to take that and set it onto the carb body. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove the gasket and diaphragm from this piece. And I'm going to put the new gasket and diaphragms on the same way the old ones came off. Now I'm going to go ahead and place this onto the carb body. I'm going to take the primer bulb, which came with the carb kit, I'm going to stick it into the retainer and place that on top of the whole assembly. And we'll tighten down the screws. These screws just need to be snug, they don't need to be too tight. And that's it. Now we're ready to reinstall it on the Weedeater. Okay, I got some new gaskets on here for the carburetor. Hook up the throttle cable. And go ahead and install it on the engine. Now I'll just put the fuel lines on. Now all it needs is an air filter and it'll be good to go.